guys, welcome to 3 Pages In.
My name's Eden,
Chloe.
And I'm Macy.
and we are very excited for today's episode. I tried to use, in my head, I was like, I'm going to use a different word, not excited, but you know what?
We'll
It's okay
compile
because I
this
am excited.
today.
Yeah.
Synonyms.
It's okay. It's summertime. Our brains are checked out.
Amen.
Which is maybe why you've noticed that we've been missing. We've been going on vacation, we've been hanging out. There's lots going on right now, so we're trying to record when we can. So that's why you're listening to this right now.
Mhm. And why we're over Zoom. So if the audio is weird, sorry. We're
Yes.
doing the best we can.
But speaking of summer, today we're doing an episode that you guys are familiar with. We're doing a spring wrap-up / summer TBR because we're kind of, technically the first day of summer was like a
It
few
was like
days.
2 days ago. Yeah.
So happy summer. So excited. I love summer. So that'll be good. But we're also going to talk about some of our memorable reads that we read this past spring. Should we start off with the book that we said we were going to try to read in spring and see if we did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
I can go first.
Yeah. Yep.
I put that I wanted to read The Favorites by Lane Fargo. And you guys, I did it. I did read that book and I loved it. I predicted that I would give it a 4, and I actually ended up giving it a 5. I loved it so much. I don't know if either
Wow.
of you have read it. Have you?
That's
No.
awesome. I haven't.
Okay, it's so good. If I definitely recommend the audiobook. If you like audiobooks at all, this one is done really well. It's full cast, I believe. Kind of. The book is split. Half the book is like interview format, like documentary type of thing going on about this figure skating or ice dancing couple, and then half the book is POV of the main girl. The main.
Um, I don't know if you can see this on video. Just
Uh-huh.
bought it on Audible.
You just did?
Yeah, it sounds so good.
It's so good. The narrators did such a good job, and also there's a little bit of like documentary like sounds, like audio clips or like video clips. It's kind of what it sounds like. I don't know if I'm making that make sense, but it's like
Yeah.
as if you were watching a movie kind of. They did a really good job. The drama's there, the tension's there. Ice skating, I now want to freaking go do it. I'm not very good, but
Stop.
loved
That's
it.
so fun.
Yeah, it was so good.
Love that.
I love it. Okay, I can go. Okay, so for my spring TBR, I said 2 books. I said Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings and People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. But the real one being People We Meet on Vacation because I knew that we were all going to read Conditions of Will. So unfortunately, fortunately, I did read Conditions of Will and it was amazing. It was so good. We've talked about that before though. And my other one that I had was People We Meet on Vacation. And I read every other Emily Henry book except that one. So it's still on my list. I am going to read it before the movie comes out. That's why I put it on the my like spring TBR. I need to just read it.
Yeah.
But
When does the
I
movie
was
come
able to
out?
read.
Oh, sorry, go.
I was gonna say I was able to read Conditions Well, but I think is it the end of this year or the end of next year?
There's not a date yet. It's rumored to come out though this year, like August, which is why I'm kind of
Oh,
confused.
I totally thought it was the end of the year, but
Yeah, the marketing have been happening. That's weird.
I know, I remember looking it up recently because everyone assumed it's coming out in the summer. And so I was like,
okay. Well, according to Google, the set release date is June 22nd, 2025. It was yesterday, and I can tell you right now that did not happen.
when is
So
that out?
the movie is not out, but it'll be on Netflix, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see it coming out late summer or even the fall. I could see it coming out still. So
Which is unfortunate because it's summer, I'm assuming.
Hopefully it's soon enough that it's like our summer wrap up. It's like the,
Yeah.
you know, end to the summer, people we meet on vacation. I don't know what it's about, so I honestly don't know. But I'm glad you read
Fun.
Conditions of Will. 10 out of 10.
Yep.
So good.
Well, that was the book that I said I was going to read.
I actually did read the book I said I was going to read, and that pleasantly surprised me. I was accidentally read the one from the winter, which I still haven't read, so I'm glad I changed it. I wanted to read The Paradise Problem by
Oh
Christina
yeah.
Lauren. I predicted 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars, maybe 4.5. I honestly can't remember, but such a good summer kickoff. Like best vibes if you want Ticket to Paradise, the movie times like Crazy Rich Asians. It was like the best of both worlds. And my sister Anna read it as well, and she said, "Thank you so much for recommending it on your podcast because I am eating it up."
Oh,
Also, the girl's
Oh,
name is Anna, so I think she was feeling like
yeah,
really
fun.
that's funny.
great book.
That book is so good.
Good job, you guys. This was our best
Yeah.
score.
Good.
I got like half. So
That's
we're at two and a half.
Still a best combination score, I think.
That's awesome. I love it. Okay, do we want to talk about other books that we read? And then we can end the episode with saying a book that's on our summer TBR list.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys, I just need to start off by saying I have read so many good books in the
Ooh,
last like month. Like I think it's my best reading month
ooh.
ever. And I just am eating everything up and it makes me really happy.
That's like
So
the
that's
best problem to have. Is it's not even a problem, but like that's all you could wish for is every book to
literally,
hit. Oh my gosh.
Such a good
literally, and
escape from reality.
I know, literally. Yeah, because I was behind on my goal for the year. My goal for the year is 85 books, and like a week or two ago, I was only at like 30 something. Anyways, I've read a lot of books in the last and listened to a lot of books the last couple of weeks to help catch up, and they're just hitting different.
Mm.
So, one of them that I literally can't even, okay,
What's
I just,
what
you guys,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause you really quick. What's
you're
so funny
good.
about this is that I get updates, like we talk all the time about like what books we're each reading. I genuinely right now have no idea which book Eden's gonna mention because I know so many good books that she's been reading. So like that's gonna
Yeah,
be
What
good.
a great, this is a good recommendation pot or
no,
episode.
yes, no, exactly. Literally, there's like honestly like three different books slash series that I'm in the middle of right now, and I am obsessed with all of them. I have like rated all of them 5 stars. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first one that I need to talk about is the Boys of Tommen series. You guys, and I don't know if you remember, but shout out to her friend Lindsay. She talked about this at our last book club, and like she talked about how obsessed she is with these books. And like no, I remember no one really said anything, and it was like, oh, okay, like cool. You guys, oh my goodness, I'm almost done with the third book, and they're all long. They're all like 700 to 800 pages.
What is it called
And
again?
so it's the Boys of Tommen series, but the first one is called Binding 13.
Mm.
And all I'm gonna say is it's a rugby, it's like sports romance, but it is so much more. I went into it. I literally, you guys, I saw an AI edit of the main character and was like, like I want to read the series. That's what got me to read the series, and I am hooked. It is so good, and it is so much more. Like there's so much more depth than just like a sports romance series. Like I and the characters and just their storylines, like I have not cried that much reading a book in a long time until another book that I'll talk about. But like it was the middle of the night and my husband is asleep and I couldn't put the book down. I was listening to it. So like I had to keep listening to it. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was sobbing. I was like hyperventilating and my husband's over there just like snoring asleep. I literally and that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm on the third one there. So it follows like 4 different couples, maybe. I
Oh,
think as of right
oh,
now, and there's 2 books per couple. So the first two is Binding 13 and Keeping 13. That's the first couple. Then the second one is like Saving 6 and Taming 6, and it's all the numbers on their jerseys, whatever. So cute. But so it goes like back in time to now, like the events that they overlap a little bit, but like from a different couple's perspective. And it is so freaking good. I will say look at the trigger warnings. But it's literally amazing. Absolutely 10 out of 10
Well,
recommend
Eden
so
gave it
much.
6 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I've never seen
Well, I
that
know, because
intelligent a review from Eden. I'm not gonna lie.
I
So
know.
surprised.
I was expecting a little sports romance. That's why, and it just turned out to be like
Ooh,
so much more. Are they
ooh.
perfect books? No, absolutely not. Are they the most well written? No, absolutely not. But am I eating them up? Yes. Anyways, I had to, I could not. That's like the main thing that I wanted to say. And then I'll also talk about atmosphere, but I'm sure Chloe will talk about that too. So
Yay.
that's like the main thing that I wanted to talk about.
What?
Oh, also Red Rising, but
Oh,
we'll circle back.
okay.
We'll circle back around.
But Boys of
But
Tommen
yeah.
is on my list. It's been on like my Libby for like I actually checked earlier today because I'm still waiting to get it. It's because I
Oh yeah.
always say come later.
Yeah.
It's been almost a year that I've had it on my Libby. And so
Oh
I
my
just
gosh.
need to read it. I just need to start.
A year you've just been
Yeah.
pushing that hold.
Yeah.
If you have Hoopla, which Chloe, I need to get you onto my mom's Hoopla. The whole series is on Hoopla, the audiobooks and the ebooks. So that's why I've been able to just like breeze through them because they're long. At least the audiobooks, it has to be split up into two audiobooks that are each 16 hours for one book. So it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it's long. It's like 800 pages, I
Yeah.
think. So, but it's worth it. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna stop talking about it now, maybe.
Well, the first book on my list that I wanted to talk about is also another sports romance series. So, this is the summer of sports romances. It's
I
funny
love
though,
it.
because I guess both of these series that you and I have been reading, I guess mine just ended, but yours is still going. They just came out with a fifth book, I believe, in that
Yep.
series. So that one's still going. Mine's just ended in May. The most recent and last fifth and final book of the series came out. The Windy City series. I know I've talked about it. I know I talked about it when I read the first book because that one is not it. But I will say the rest of them are so good. 4 stars and above for the rest of them. Like
Mm.
so good. My
So
favorite
fun.
is the second one in the series, The Right Move. And then really,
Remind
really
me what sport that is? What
all
sport's that?
different. So the first one and the fifth one are hockey, and then the second one is basketball, and the fourth and their third and fourth are baseball. But they're all set in
Fun.
Chicago, and it's also found family because all of these couples like are friends and like know each other and stuff.
Ooh.
So
Of course,
good.
there's a found family if Chloe
Of
likes it.
course, there's a found family. They're also all dual POV, so you get the guy and the girl, which is
We
also
love.
unless it's Xander's because I don't care about him, the guy in the
Yeah.
anyway. So good. I actually just finished the fifth one, the one that came out in May last night. So I'm
Oh,
kind of
fun.
sad because it's like over and I love them, but she and you kind of get a glimpse of who the next series is going to be about.
Oh, fun.
Maybe another, I'm assuming 5 book series, maybe 4, I don't know how many, but it's going to be in San
Is it
Francisco.
football?
There's,
Oh,
I know there is a football, there's a
Do
baseball,
it.
I know there's basketball. So.
fun.
Said, where the heck is the football?
I know.
Yeah.
Read that one of the because it follows you meet a girl in the last one and it's her and her brothers that are the
Mm.
next ones and one of
Mm.
the brothers is a football player. I'm so excited. I love when they play football.
I
But
love it.
those books are so good.
That's awesome.
Super good summer reads as well. There's like it's romance but also like there's like more to the story which I like, which is a little more fun to read and it's dual POV and everyone's hot and rich. So it's a really good time.
I love it.
That.
Yay.
That's a good one. Um, I want to read both of those series. Unfortunately, my TBR for summer's already overflowing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but we'll get there. My first one I want to talk about that I read that was not really on my radar. I think I saw like Chloe had read it, but my mom recommended this to me because she read it for a book club, is The Magnificent Lives of Marjorie Post. Okay. I have a lot of thoughts. It is okay, so it's a historical fiction about a real lady. That's the problem, is I
Yeah.
didn't know this lady was real. And I was like, dang, this is a boss woman. In real life, she's the daughter of C.W. Post, who owns General Foods and kind of like the competitor of Kellogg's. and like huge, very wealthy family, like very prominent, like they know the president. And so basically it just goes throughout her life how amazing she was. It goes through like her four husbands. So it really was like a real life version of Seven Husbands of
Yeah.
Evelyn. It was kind of written that way. Like it was really fun and just knowing, even though it was fiction, it's really just fiction because of like the dialogue, but like everything's factual in it. So
Wow.
that's why it was like she's just so cool. It really inspired me. It was a great spring read. I'd recommend it any time of the year, but like spring in my head is like spring cleaning, like motivation, whatever. So that was fun. That's the book I want to talk about. It was like a surprising new book that I was not expecting to like so much, or even I didn't even know what it's about. I actually thought it was a Regency romance on the cover.
Yeah, the front could totally
I
be.
did not read the synopsis, so then I texted my mom and said, "Hey, I'm starting to read this." She's like, "Isn't she just amazing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I wish she was real." My mom's like, "You're an idiot. She is real." So that's how I found out
Did
halfway.
you listen to it or did you read it?
I listened to it,
Me
which
too.
okay, so and I really liked the voice. Like,
Yeah, me too.
it's really good. So
Yeah, that book is good. And she's total girl boss. And also, like, I couldn't believe some of the stuff that was happening to her, I will say.
yeah, like crazy.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, very crazy.
One of the next, like, I guess it's a series that I want to talk about is Red Rising.
Ooh.
I know. So I had in the past listened to the first one, well, the first book and a half, really, I found out this time. And my husband and I are traveling a lot this summer and a lot of road trips. So we've been listening to all of the books. We're like 70% of the way done with the fourth one. And you Chloe already knows. She's been trying to get me to read them for so long. So is my husband. And the third book in the series, so good. Like I can't even like put into words how good it is. Um, and I'm loving the fourth one
Yay.
so much. It's a little bit of like an Heir of Fire situation, if you've read Throne of Glass, where it's like kind of necessary to move the plot. There's not like a ton that's happening, but it's necessary to set stuff up. At least what I've heard for the fifth and sixth one. But I'm still loving it, so I'm really excited. And I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't talk about the fourth book. But the third book, the first three books are so good. And if you're at least like remotely interested in sci-fi or not, honestly, I would read it. It is sci-fi, but it doesn't feel like that. Like
Yeah.
and we kind of have mentioned this before, like book club, but it's like the boy version of Throne of Glass. And I almost, you guys, I think I'm liking it more than Throne of Glass, which is like,
What
I
the
know, I know, it's crazy. And I didn't think that I would ever find a series that I'm liking more, but it's just so well written. Not that Throne of Glass isn't, it's just different. Um, and it's just I'm really really enjoying it, and I've given every book, I think I gave the first one 4 stars, which the first book compared to even the third, completely different stuff is happening.
wow.
Same thing with Throne of Glass, where the first couple books something's happening and by the end of the series it's completely different.
Dang.
So yeah, anyways, I just so good, I'm
Those
loving
books
it,
are so
absolutely love it.
I'm
Yeah.
also re-listening to them right now. Well, I never listened to
Mm-hmm.
them. I'm re-listening to the first three. So I'm on the third one, my fave. So good. And
Dang.
honestly, this time when I've been re-listening to them, like it I was telling Coleman this, my husband, I was like, I think this might be like up there with Harry Potter of my favorite series of all
Favorite
time.
series, yes, yep, I agree.
Wow, you
It's
guys.
so good.
They
And
changing.
everyone that I've talked to has said that like the second half of the series, like 4, 5, and 6, is even better than the first three. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Um,
My
yeah, and
dad,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
my brother who's read them, I was talking to him about it yesterday, and he was like, the 5 and 6 are like, he was like, they're so good, Chloe. And I was like, I literally cannot wait to read them.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. Also, just heard today the rumor mill is that Pierce Brown, the author, is working on a novella of
No.
like so like I think during the same time frame as the series, but from different point of views. like different characters or different side plots. So I am super excited.
That's so
Super
fun.
excited. But we'll see.
Yeah, everyone read Red Rising if you haven't. I haven't finished it, but I already know that they're amazing, so yay. Okay, the next series. Well, I guess I haven't this is not a completed series. I've only read 2 books of these,
Oh
okay?
no.
Of the 8. I don't know how much I've talked about this series on the podcast. I've talked to you guys about it in person. I don't remember how much I've said, so I'll make it quick because no one here is probably gonna listen to this and then start reading it. But I'm talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl.
That's awesome. My husband just finished the 3rd one last night. He's obsessed with
Okay.
them.
Yeah. Me and my husband have been listening to them. We've only read the first 2. But Loki, they're so entertaining. I don't know how much I've talked about on the podcast. If you're interested, it's video game-esque apocalypse vibes. That's all you need to know. It's pretty out of pocket. It's pretty funny. Like honestly, you actually love the characters. There's a found family. Sue me, okay? There's a found family. But yeah, the books are entertaining. Definitely look it up if you're interested at all. I expect most people, if who's listening to this, will not be interested, and that's okay. But they're fun. So, Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Dude, that's so good. Well, my next one is not the same vibe, but what is the same vibe as Dungeon Crawler? Really nothing I've read, so gonna
Nothing.
switch it up. Nor will it probably ever be something.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy day when you catch me reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. Like I will be hitting such a low point. No offense. So, no, reach out to me or my husband if you see me reading that. But book I also okay, another book I want to talk about was similar to my first one where it kind of just came out of nowhere and really surprised me with how much I liked it. And this is The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. Okay, I know it's popular, like I've seen it at Costco, I've seen it at bookstores, but I never like thought to read it because I was like, yeah, that looks like a fall book. I'm just not gonna read it. But it was readily available on Libby for me, so I'm like, okay, like I've been reading a lot of romance, a lot of summer, like I need something to be different, like I need to spice things up. And wow, I really, really like this book. I think I gave it 4.5, maybe 5 stars. I don't remember, but it is a whodunit type murder mystery book. But I really liked the setting. I thought it was super interesting. It takes place like at a wealthy hotel, and there's like a convention type midsummer event that everyone comes to, and um yeah, so that's like that part's really interesting. So, and then also the point of views are really interesting because there's like 5 different point of views, but she writes it in a way so well that it's not confusing. Like usually that many point of views in like a whodunit can be very confusing, but once I listened to everyone's point of view once, I actually understood who everyone was, and I just thought the plot twist was really good. I thought it was super interesting throughout. I really liked the characters. I thought it was done so well, and I really want it to be a movie. I don't know if have you guys seen Midsummer, like the A24
I haven't.
Mm-mm.
Florence Pugh? It made me want to like get into that like summer thriller vibe. I want to
Yeah.
watch it, and I looked it up. I was like, when is Midsummer? Like maybe I'll watch it, and it's on my birthday. So I will not be watching that on my birthday, but I probably will sometime throughout the summer. But anyways, I highly recommend. It's such a fast. I listened to it, which is why the point of views were so fun, I think, and easy to grasp because they're great voices. So listen to it.
I
Huge recommend.
I've listened to her book, The Guest List, and
That's
I
the
absolutely loved it.
I
So I'm
remember that.
excited.
That's also I gotta read that for sure because I really liked her writing. I thought it was
Yeah.
done so well. Is guest list? That's like murder mystery too,
Same
right?
thing. Who done
Yeah.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Cool. Here's
Also,
mine.
kind of like this is not related, but sometimes thrillers do hit in the summer. And what
Mm.
I'm excited to read that comes out next month is Holly Jackson's new book.
Didn't know that was coming out.
Yeah. I think it's not quite dead yet. I think it comes out
Yeah.
in July, I think.
Wait, is it have to do with the series?
No,
The
it's
Good
new.
Girls Guide to Murder? Oh,
No.
that sounds like one of the titles of the series, to be
I know.
honest.
It totally could be. Yay.
Very exciting.
Okay, the last one that I want to talk about, Chloe, are you going to talk about atmosphere? Okay, then I will. I'll just briefly mention it actually because we're doing book club, huh? Never mind, then I won't talk about it because I'll save all my opinions for there. But great book. This is your reminder to read it now,
Please read it.
in
Please read it.
preparation for
Everyone,
our
please
book club episode. Okay. The book that I want to talk about is Fearless. Um, I Yeah, so I won't talk about it too much other than just kind of my feelings, my thoughts. Didn't love it. I read the first 75% of it and then
Oh.
literally the last 25% I didn't read for over a month until I got my hold off of Libby for the audiobook because I was like, I'm not gonna sit down to finish and read this, so I listened to it because I only had anyways. So I was able to do it in just like one afternoon.
Oh,
I think I gave it a 3 stars. I
oh no.
might give it like a 2.5. Like it just yeah. So if you want to talk about it more, maybe once we all finish this series, we could do a whole episode just on that series. Because I would love to talk about it more in depth, like the first, second, and third book. But yeah, that so not quite the happy
Mine,
spring wrap up, but
the audio is available soon for me, so we should do an episode. I have okay, Eden, I've heard that review from so many people, and the only reason I have hope that I'll like it more is because I think I liked Reckless a lot more than the majority of people I talked to. So I'm like,
yeah,
maybe I'm delusional and hopefully it's good. But dang it.
no, there's
Did you
just
have high hopes for it or no?
I
I
did.
hoped that I hoped that it would save the series after the second one. That's it. Well, maybe also I read like so many books in the middle, but the ending, anyways, I won't say anything. It just wasn't what I was expected, but also was completely what I expected at the same time.
Hmm. Didn't she just announce Fearful, like a fourth book?
Yes.
It's a
Yep.
novella,
It's a
right?
novella.
So is
Yeah.
it in after the novella? Or like how many books are in the series?
That's gonna be the last one, I'm assuming. I can't imagine that we got
Yeah.
more squeezed out of this, respectfully. I'm like, pack it
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, that is the last book that I want to talk about. My main takeaways, read the Boys of Tommen series and read Red Rising.
and read Atmosphere before our episode next.
And Atmosphere. Yes. I could talk for a long time about Atmosphere, which is why we're having a whole other episode just about that
Yay.
book.
Yeah, true.
My last book that I wanted to talk about, I'm I didn't know exactly what to pick. I've read a lot, but some of them have just been fine. Like they haven't been like amazing. But one book that I definitely did enjoy is First Time Caller by BK Borison. Um,
Mm.
just a fun little romance, nothing too crazy. But it is the guy is a like radio host and the girl is a mechanic. Kind of interesting. But
Lady?
her daughter calls in. It's like a love radio show thing. Her daughter
Okay.
calls in. It's an advice type of thing. Her daughter calls in is like, "Hey, my mom needs help dating," and is like, and so that's how you meet the girl in the book. And anyways, it's actually really cute. I really liked it. Super fun. Nothing like super crazy, but definitely an enjoyable book. And also a good one for the summertime too. A romance in the summer is like, what else could you ask for, honestly? Yeah,
True.
first time caller.
Okay, well, my last one, really quick, just because I've talked about this so much. I did read Malibu Rising by TGR. That's not the one I'm going to talk about, but it's amazing, just like all of her other books. So good, such good summer vibes. Great vibes to start off the summer, I should say. Okay, the one I want to talk about really quickly is the memoir by Bethany Joy Lenz, The Dinner for Vampires. Such a good audiobook, such a good book. I was actually surprised how much like hate the book got on reviews. There were a lot of negative reviews, um, which surprised
It's her
me.
life. Like that's like silly to me.
It's so weird. I will say, like, not agreed, but kind of saw what people were saying. They're like, this is advertised as like for lovers of the show, like life on a TV cult show, but then majority of it's talking about the actual like cult, like religious cult she was in. So I can see
Yeah.
like expectations there. But anyways, I just thought it was really good because I've watched One Tree Hill and I thought it was crazy. And you know what's so funny? You know how in the book she talks about she felt super self-conscious sharing her story because people would always ask like, "Oh, what cult were you part of?" And then when it's not like a main one, it's like, oh, like she feels like she has to justify it. And I thought it was so funny because I've recommended this book to like four people and they all asked the same thing. Oh, what cult is she part of? Oh, it's like a small religious cult. They're like, oh. And I'm like, that is so crazy that that stigma is actually there. Like it actually was a thing with every person that I recommended it to. I found that super interesting. So shout out to her because it's crazy and she lost so much money.
Yeah.
But
It just goes to show like you can be taken advantage of by anyone. It doesn't have to be like a organized cult situation. Like these people came into her life and like completely ruined her life. So
totally. And just used like an innocent, like wanting spirituality and
yeah.
just
Sad.
crazy. So that's mine.
Yay. I'd say overall we had pretty successful spring
Yeah.
reads. I don't know if
Yes.
that's the right way to describe it,
Yeah. And I'm
but it
even
makes me
more
happy.
excited for summer reading. I'm like so
Me
excited.
too. Me too. Me too. Speaking of which, should we share what is on our summer TBR?
Yeah.
Okay, also, sorry, a little side note. I'm gonna backtrack and talk about Boys of Town one more time because that's on my TBRs to finish the series. But um I when I was on vacation with my in-laws this last couple of weeks, and my sister-in-law sent me over this edit from the OC, and then there was another one of One Tree Hill, but like of the characters in the Boys of Tommen series, because it takes place in the early 2000s and it's high school. So it's literally those series, like those types of TV shows, but in a book. Just had to put that out there. Okay. For my summer TBR, I want to say my number one book that I'm looking forward to is The Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings.
Classic.
I'm not sure though if we're gonna do like that for a book club book or not or whatever. So in case we do, my other book that I have is Silver Elite. And I got both the audiobook and the ebook on my Libby like 2 days ago. So my goal is to read it. So I have to read it in the next
What
like
is
2, 3 weeks.
what is it? Can you
Silver Elite is a it is a fantasy. It's basically the next like popular fantasy book from everything that I've seen online where it's like it's your stereotypical like I don't know, like Powerless or like Red Queen or Twisted Crowns or whatever.
yeah.
Um but or One Dark Widow, but um anyways, I that's all I know about it really. So, I'm
That's all you
excited.
need to know. You know you're gonna
Yeah.
have a good
Don't
time.
need anything else.
Yep. I know. I've heard it's not the best written book, but it's super entertaining. So that's all I'm
I'm
here for. I'm here for a good
excited.
time.
That's awesome. My book on my summer TBR that I'm gonna pick is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This is not a new book. The reason really why I want to read this one is because I want to read the it's not like a series, but the newest book that just came out. They're like related.
Same.
I want to read that one, but I've heard that people recommend you read Every Summer After before One Golden Summer. So I will be reading Every Summer After. Hopefully, I believe it's second chance romance. Um, but I don't know much about it. All I know it's set at the lake. I'm pretty sure summer vibes. I'm like, that's all I need to hear. I'm good to
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Honestly, I think I found my peak like reading schedule in terms of being super behind all of you guys and both of you, and then I can just get really good recommendations.
There
So I'm
you
really
go.
excited to hear about both of those books, and then I can decide if I want to read them. My TBR, I've already mentioned this, so super fast honorable mention is Throne of Glass. Like I'm planning, I'm committing, I'm saying I'm gonna read the series. I have the books that I borrowed from Eden staring at me on my dresser. But like the standalone book I'm really excited to read that was my TBR for winter is The Devil Wears Prada by Laura Weisberg.
Fun.
We talked about this. I still haven't seen the movie. So we're gonna read it. I'm gonna read it and we're gonna get together maybe a kickoff for when Chloe moves. I
Please.
don't know. And we can watch it together.
That movie's amazing. I'm so excited to hear about the book.
I'm excited too. So, and I own it.
Yay!
I owned it. I bought it like 2 years ago. So I just need to
Fun.
freaking
Yeah.
good books, you
Yay.
guys. I love
Excited.
the seasonal wrap-ups just because I think we're all kind of like mood readers, like seasonal readers. So it's always fun to be like, okay, like just goes into like life, right? Like the activities we're doing in our life, like how my house is decorated. It's just like part of the vibes, you know? So
Totally.
I love it.
I'm glad we did this episode.
Yay! Me too.
Yes, I'm so excited to read these books and hopefully we will try to get it done. We will try to read these books so next time when we do a summer wrap up, we can say we read it.
Yeah.
Yay! But yeah, this is your reminder to read Atmosphere. Please read Atmosphere so you can hear me maybe cry on the podcast. Who knows what's
100%.
probably
There's
will.
no shot we don't.
Last time I cried was when we talked about Nightingale. So I haven't finished Atmosphere. I'm excited to see how it is. So that's going to be the next episode. So read it, read it, read it. It's already really good, what I've read so far. And follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube because we have our videos there. If you're listening, if you want to see our faces, watch there. With that,
See you
see you in
next
the next
episode.
episode. Bye.